one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Open man is QT, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
At the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Watson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Watson's pass.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Again, it's Watson. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for QT. It's 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans cut into that lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Thompson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
34.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Eifert has it.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. A first down carry now for Miller. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Thompson, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go with Thompson again, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Minshew, and he'll let this one go deep for Chark, and that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Minshew, going deep for Eifert, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Hey, high 7. 51, Mike 51. Hey, keep it up. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Watson. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Take over first.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Caleb Chason. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
Jared Wilson made the tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Watson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here, and so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will close the gap down to 14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Miller. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
On the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Going deep for Eifert. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Here's a first down throw that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 47.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
A gain of 9.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Rolling to his right. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Going deep for Eifert. Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
The Jaguar.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete
to Chris Thompson.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jaguars 45. Texans 17. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there by Gordon. Give him 69 yards on the ground. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
For Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 69 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans cut into that lead. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score Jaguars 52, Texans 30.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, exit.
Minshew sets to throw. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
Picked off at the 22. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Today's final score, Jaguars 52,